Welcome everyone to day number 20 of the 21-day Tai Chi Challenge, Tai Chi for Strength. I'm really excited that you're here and that you've made it this far. And if this is your first time watching the video, then you can still follow along. This will still be something where you don't have to memorize anything or get anything perfect. And so today, we're gonna do a 35-minute Tai Chi flow, starting off with empty hands, and then we'll pick up our weights and we'll do what's called full hands, and then we'll do some Tai Chi movements, and then we'll put them back down again and finish with empty hands. All right, and I do have a special offer for everyone that's on the challenge. All right, so make sure you stick around to the end. All right, so without further ado, find a place where you can do some mindful movement. And we use weights. You can start off with just using light weights. All right, you can use soup cans, wooden spoons from your kitchen, light dumbbells, and go ahead, you can grab your weights now, place them somewhere to the side, because once again, we'll start off with empty hands. All right, so as always, you don't have to get the movements perfect. You don't have to memorize anything. Just follow along. I'll be your mirror image. And you can also do this sitting down or standing or alternating as needed. And by the way, you can put the weights down at any point during the flow. So really listen to your body and be kind to yourself. All right, if you're standing, we'll begin with the feet together or as close as you can. The hands can come to the lower abdomen. And then just taking a few deep breaths in, belly expands, and then out as the belly returns towards the spine. We call this abdominal breathing. Breathing in, the belly expands. Breathing out, letting go. All right, this time you can hold the breath at the top of the inhale just for a moment, then let it out with a big sigh. Just letting out tension and stress. The hands can float down by the sides. And as you breathe in, the arms float up. They circle in front, as if you're gathering in energy right into the heart. Send it down through the body, into the earth, sinking the chi. We'll do that again. The chi is the life force, energy, the source of our power and strength. Breathing in, gather into the heart. Breathing out, directing back down. One more time, sink the chi. And then from here, you can step one foot out to the side. Either foot, the arms float up in front. Then the arms get heavy, floating down, the knees and hips soften. Breathing in like mist rising from the lake. Breathing out, floating down like a soft rain. Call this opening the door, the start of the journey. One more time, breathing in. Breathing out. This time the arms float out to the sides like you're spreading your wings. Then the arms float down, the palms face up. They float right up the midline of the body, turning at the heart, pressing up overhead, and then floating out and down, holding up the sky. Breathing in, opening the shoulders and chest. Breathing out, decompressing the spine. One more time. Holding up the sky, and then letting it go. This time the hands float up to the heart, and then one hand pushes up, the other pushes down, connecting above and below. The hands come back to center, and then we'll switch sides. Keeping the spine neutral, or if you want, you can do a side bend, but always easing in, never forcing it. Let's do one more to the other side, connecting the sky and the earth. This time the hand comes up, and then push to the corner, the other hand pushes behind. Coming back to center, we'll go to the other corner. The dragon spreads its wings. This time you can turn a little more if you want, pivoting on the feet, letting the back heel come up if you do. One more time, the dragon spreads its wings. This time, the backhand swings around as if it's gliding on the surface of the water, making little ripples. The other hand comes around. The dragon swings its tail. We're sending out waves right out into the distance. All right, let's do one more. And then from here, the hands come together in prayer position. They float up, and then they drift right across the eye level, and then across the heart, and then across the lower abdomen, the swimming dragon. Feeling the dragon energy today, floating across. You can lean into it if you want to. The hands float back up. We'll do that again. Opening the shoulders and the wrists. Coming across. All right, one more time. Swimming dragon. All right, this time release. Round out, hug the tree, bring it back to center, and then soften. Step one foot out to the side a little bit wider, then the fingertips dip down into the earth. And then coming forward, the hands come all the way up and over, and then down the midline of the body. Digging in the garden. And as always, it doesn't matter how low you go, just meeting yourself where you're at. You can always go forward from there. One more time. Digging in the garden. All right, this time we'll reverse direction. The hands come up, pointing towards the sky. Then they float forward, all the way out and down as we harvest from the garden, enjoying the fruits of our labor. Getting in our squats for the day, building our strength. All right, one more time. All right, this time, round out the arms, hug the tree right out in front, step the foot back in, breathing in, the arms open, breathing out, the fingertips drift towards each other, the hands float down. And then we'll sink the chi, breathing in, gather into the heart, breathing out, directing back down, grounding. One more time, sink the chi. All right, and then from here, you can pick up your weights. Now remember, you can use sword fingers if you don't want to use weights. Your index and middle finger, just imagine those are the weights. But you can use soup cans, light dumbbells, you can get creative. As you grab your weights, do so mindfully. Really feeling the sensations, noticing empty and then full. Feeling the contrast. Coming back to center, with the feet together or as close as you can, the weights down by the side. We'll sink the chi one weight at a time. So we'll start on this side. So breathing in, the weight floats up. Breathing out, coming right down the middle. We'll do the other side, breathing in. Breathing out. Or taking as many breaths as you need. And then both weights together, sink the chi. Crossing at the midline, floating down. And then from here, step one foot out to the side. The weights float up in front to about shoulder height. And softening the hips and knees, floating down. Breathing in. Breathing out. Opening the door. Riding the wave. All right, this time, the weights float out to the sides as you spread your wings. And then floating down. Call this one flying. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more time. This time the weights circle in front. Hug the tree. The weights point up towards the sky. Then draw the weights in towards the heart as you shift your weight to one side. Then we'll step to the corner. And as you step forward, pushing the mountain. Breathing in as you draw back in, breathing out and push. All right, one more time, the push. All right, now this time the weights cross down low. And then the weights float up, they circle out and around and open. And then coming back down, watching out for furniture and pets. We call this one the Princess in the Valley. Open, circling out and around. All right, one more time. Breathing in, open. Breathing out. Then step the front foot back in, the weights come back to the center. Shift your weight, and then we'll go to the other corner as we push the mountain. Feeling all the sensations that you can, bringing mindfulness to your body. All right, now this time we'll cross the weights down low. And then they float up, nice and easy, nice and slow, and then open, circling around. Coming back down low, the princess in the valley. Breathe in as you open. Breathing out. One more time. Beautiful. All right, from here, step the front foot back in, hug the tree right out in front, rounding out and soften. And the arms open up wide, and then the weights cross right out in front, and then they float down. And we'll just begin to drift over to one side, and then drift over to the other. So we call this the active rest. So you can come to this little flow at any point during the sequence, just shaking out the arms if you need to. And then you can lift your weights pointing up towards the sky, and then open the fingers. And that can help release tension from the hands as well. And then floating back down. Keep on drifting like tall grass in the breeze. All right, then come over to one side, tap the heel right out in front, like you're testing out the waters. Step back in, shift the weight. Other side, tap the heel. All right, this time tap the heel, the weight comes right over the foot. Other side, tap the heel, the weight comes over the foot. All right, this time weight over the foot, the other one by the waist, playing the pipa, the Chinese guitar. Other side, the weight comes over the foot, the other one by the waist. Breathing in, breathing out. If we're strumming the lute in forest depths where no one knows. All right, one more time, play the pipa. All right, and then from here, step the foot back in, but step out a little bit wider this time. Then the weights float down, you come all the way over to the other side. One weight makes an arrow, the other draws the bow. And then softening the hips and knees. And then release the bow, rising up. We'll go to the other side, the archer. One weight makes an arrow, the other draws the bow, softening down, rising up. All right, now this time, all together, draw the bow as you melt down. All right, one more time, the archer. All right, this time, circle around, hug the tree, round out, bring it back to center, and then soften. You can step the foot in, and then from here, the weight's open. This one scoops under, step in as you catch the moon. Then the top weight goes away just for now, and we'll step out to the corner, and as you step out, the bottom weight tosses the moon right off into the sky. Circle it back around, as if you could toss the moon. All right, this time the other weight comes back on top, catch the moon. Bottom weight tosses away, the other one pushes down. Parting the wild horse's mane. Circle it back around. As always, don't worry about getting it perfect. As long as you're moving, I'm happy. All right, one more time. All right, now this time, stay with me here. We'll catch the moon, and then we'll spin the moon. The bottom weight comes up to block out the sun. The other one pierces through. And then circle it back around. The fair lady works at shuttles. Catch the moon, then spin the moon. Bottom weight comes up, the other one pierces through. All right, let's do that one more time. Spin the moon, push on through. All right, parting the horse's mane one more time just to keep it flowing. And then step the front foot back in, hug the tree, rounding out, soften. The arms open. Then this weight here scoops under. Step in as you catch the moon. The top weight goes away. Just for now, step out to the corner, letting the moon float right off into the sky. Circle it around, we'll do that again. Checking in with your grip. Not too tight, not too loose. The other weight comes back on top as you catch the moon. Bottom weight tosses away, the other one stays behind. Parting the horse's mane, creating tranquility out of chaos. All right, one more time. All right, now this time we'll catch the moon, then we'll spin the moon so the bottom weight comes up, blocking out the sun, the other one pierces through. Circle it back around, the fair lady works at shuttles, like you're weaving on the loom. All right, one more time. All right, circle it around, parting the horse's mane one more time on this side, toss it away, and then step the front foot back in, hug the tree, rounding out and soften. Breathing in, open, breathing out, the weights cross in front, and then they float down. Active rest. Being kind to yourself. Shaking out the arms, and remember you can place the weights down at any point. Letting go of striving. And then once again, you can hold your weights up, and then opening the fingers, releasing tension from the hand as well. And then circling down, all the way in front as you hug the tree, round out, soften, the arms open. This weight here scoops under, the other one on top as we embrace the moon. Then the bottom weight comes up, the other one pushes down. Circle it back around. We'll do it just the arms again. Bottom weight comes up, the other one pushes down. All right, now this time the bottom weight comes up, and then tap the toe of the opposite foot right out in front. The white crane spreads wings. Step back in, catch the moon. Bottom weight comes up. Opposite toes touch down right out in front. Beautiful. All right, one more time. All right, this time, step in and catch the moon, and then we'll spin the moon. So reversing direction, the other weight comes underneath, and then the bottom weight comes up, the other one pushes down. You can lean over to the side that's going up. We'll do that again, just the arms. All right, now this time the bottom weight comes up, the opposite foot touches down in front. Let's do that again. Step back in, catch the moon. Bottom weight comes up. Toes tap down in front. The white crane spreads wings. All right, let's do that one more time. All right, now this time step back in, but step out a little bit wider, and then the weights come all the way up. They float down, they cross down low. And then you rise up, release to the sky. Harmonizing yin and yang, gather from the earth, giving back up above. All right, one more time. And then from here, reverse direction, we'll hug the tree right out in front. You know, I love the hugs. And then step the foot in, breathing in, the arms open. Breathing out, the weights cross in front, and then they float down. Active rest. Checking in with your shoulders and neck. So easy to gather tension there. Softening as much as you can, using only what you need. All right, and then circle around and hug the tree. Bring it back to center, rounding out. And then from here, this weight here drops down, and then toss away. The weight points up, the other weight comes on top, and then step in. And this weight pushes down as the other waves in. Breathing in as you rise up, breathing out, softening down. All right, this time we'll step out to the corner. So as you step out to the corner, the bottom weight brushes past the knee, the other weight comes up and over and down. And then circle it around, coming back to the beginning, weaving it all together. Brush knee and push. You circle the weights around enough, you'll likely get it. So the secret of Tai Chi is you just keep on moving. All right, one more time. Brush, knee, and push. Taking your time. All right, this time the bottom weight comes up. The palms face up towards the sky. Draw the weights in towards the sides and then circle out and around. The backs of the hands face each other and then spiral the palms back up. Draw back in. The mama bear gathers her cubs, circling around, spiraling the energy, circulating the blood flow through the whole body. One more time. All right, and then from here, step the front foot back in, weights come back into the side, circle in front, hug the tree, rounding out, and then soften. And then from here, this weight drops down, toss away, it points up, the other one comes on top as you step in, both weights together, pushing down and waving in as you soften down, breathing in, breathing out. One more time. All right, this time we'll step out to the other corner, and as you step out, the bottom weight brushes past the knee, the other weight comes up and over and down, and then circle it back around. It's just like a dance that you don't have to get right. Brush, knee, and push. Feeling into the body, checking in with the grip, not too tight, not too loose. All right, let's do one more. All right, this time the bottom weight comes up, the palms face up towards the sky, draw the weights in, and then circle out and around, the backs of the hands face each other, spiral the palms back up. The mama bear gathers her cubs. We'll do that again, circling around. Nice and easy. One more time. Gather your cubs, and then step the front foot back in, hands draw in, circle all the way around as you hug the tree. Softening, breathing in, open. As you breathe out, the weights cross in front, and then they float down. Drifting side to side. Once again, you can come to this little sway at any point, or even place the weights down. And then if you want to release tension from your hands, you can hold the weights up, wiggling the fingers. I like to keep it flowing still, just keep on swaying. Still breathing. Circle around, hug the tree, rounding out. And then from here, the weights spread out wide. This one here drops down and drifts over to the other side. Then the weights switch positions. They float across like clouds in the sky. Breathing in as they switch, breathing out as you drift, or taking as many breaths as you need. Plowed hands. All right, now this time the top weight makes a hook pointing down. The other weight turns in as if you're drawing the sword right out of the sheath, coming up and over, and then back around. Do that again, just the arms. And you can always point the hook up if the arm feels better that way. All right, now this time you can step in as the weight comes in, and then step out to the side. We call this one single whip. Circle it back around. All right, one more time, single whip. And then release the hook, let it drift over to the other side. The weights become clouds. Once again, stepping in, drifting across. Letting go of any tension you don't need. All right, this time the top weight makes a hook. The other weight turns in, and drawing the sword right out of the sheath, coming up and over and out to the side, back around. One more time with just the arms. All right, this time if you want, you can step in and then step out to the side, single whip. Circle it around. Nice and easy. Once again, you can point the weight up if it's easier on the shoulder. The further up you go, it's usually a little bit easier. And then release the hook. Plowed hands. Stepping in. And we'll continue to wave hands like clouds, like a moving meditation, softening, feeling. Just noticing whatever arises. Can you be with it? And if not, that's okay too. All right, one more time. Wave hands like clouds. And then from here, the weights tip over onto their sides. And then draw them right across the horizon, like you're slicing through. And then switch. The other one comes up on top, the storm clouds. Breathing in, breathing out. All right, let's do one more. And then hug the tree, bring it back to center, soften, open. The weights cross in front. They float on down. Active rest. You can hold the weights up if you want, releasing tension from the hands. All right, when you're ready, the weights float down, circle all the way around, hug the tree right out in front. The weights open up wide. This one here scoops under. As you step in, catch the moon. Step out to the side, the bottom weight comes up, the other one pushes down, warding off. Circle it back around. All right, one more time. Ward off. This time the bottom weight comes under, the weights slide down, and then circle it around, rolling back. All right, one more time. This time, toss it away. Don't let go of the sticks or the weights. Then cross in front, and then press forward. Slide down, toss away, press. Staying nice and soft at the same time. One more time. And then from here, the weights separate. And then draw them in towards the heart, and then push back out. Just like we did in the beginning, coming full circle, pushing the mountain. All right, one more time. And then from here, sit back and open. The weight floats across the horizon. Take your time as you step in, catch the moon. We'll step out to the side, the bottom weight comes up. The other one pushes down, warding off. Circle it around. This time the bottom weight comes under, the weights slide down. Circle it around, rolling back. Sometimes called yielding or receiving. One more time. It's going with the flow. And then toss it away. The weight folds in, crossing in front. Press forward. Slide down. Toss away. Cross in front. Press. All right, one more. This time the weights spread apart. And then draw in and push. As we learn to move like nature with effortless ease. One more time, just like the ocean. The tide rolls in, the tide rolls out. And then sit back and open, wipe across the horizon. Step in, catch the moon. We'll do each movement one time. grasping the bird's tail. Step out as you ward off. Roll back. Toss away. Press. Release. Draw in and push. Sit back and open, wipe across. We'll do that on the other side, each movement one time, grasping the bird's tail. Step in and then step out. Ward off. Roll back. Toss away. Press. Release. Draw in and push. All right, this time sit back and hug the tree, bring it back to center, rounding out and soften. Breathing in, open. Breathing out, the weights cross in front. Nice and slow, they float down. And then we'll sink the chi. Breathing in, the weights float up, crossing. Breathing out as you float down. One more time, sink the chi. And then from here, you can place your weights down. Once again, transitioning mindfully, noticing each step you take, feeling your body with the hands full, and then noticing the points when they become empty. Just feeling the contrast, coming back to center, taking a moment just to feel the sensations in the body. And then sometimes you can feel the sensations more when we start moving, so we'll sink the chi, both arms together, breathing in, the arms float up, gather into the heart. Breathing out, the arms float down. Let's do that again. You can even imagine this healing light just washing through the body, giving us healing, vitality, strength, and power. One more time, sink the chi. The arms float out to the side, spreading your wings. Then the arms float down, the palms face up, one hand on top of the other. And then this hand here drops down, floats all the way up and over, down the center line of the body. Other side, breathing in, the arm floats up. Breathing out, centering. Let's do that one again, creating mental focus and clarity, calming the mind and the body. One more time, centering. This time, both arms float all the way up and over, just as much as you can. The hands float down to the waist as you soften the hips and knees. Then circle in front as if you had a big ball right in front of the body. Scooping under and then back up to the heart. And then down. We'll go up and over again. Down to the waist. This time we'll make a diamond shape with the hands in front of the heart. And then press out, opening the heart. And then the hands float down. We'll do that again. Breathing in as you rise up. Breathing out, floating down, softening, letting go. Circling in front, gathering in the energy to transform into loving kindness, self-compassion. And then the last one, all the way up and over, down to the waist. This time we'll make a diamond shape again, right in front of the heart, and then press out, opening the heart, sending out all your loving kindness out to the world. May all beings be free from suffering. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they live with ease. And then turning your palms to face yourself, the hands come to the heart. May I be kind to myself. May I feel connected with all beings. May I love myself just as I am. Then the hands can float down to the lower abdomen. You can step your feet together or as close as you can. You can Close your eyes or just keep a soft gaze, letting your body rock and sway ever so slightly, bamboo in the wind. Just feeling the sensations in the body. Feeling the body breathing. Then you can bring your attention into your heart, expressing gratitude to yourself for being here today. And then if your eyes were closed, you can slowly open them. The hands can come together in front of the heart. We can finish with a bow. Thank you so much for joining me for Tai Chi for Strength. All right, so I'd love to hear how it felt for you. So notice how you're feeling. Go in the comments and type how you're feeling right now. Love to hear about your experience. So this is from a great meditation teacher named Bhante Henepola Gunaratana. Be gentle with yourself. Be kind to yourself. You may not be perfect, but you are all you've got to work with. The process of becoming who you will be begins first with the total acceptance of who you are. Well, thank you all so much for joining me today and for the challenge. So tomorrow is the last day of the challenge, day 21, where you're gonna get some traditional basic strength training exercises, great for beginners, that'll build you foundational strength. So a great foundation that you can then build off of. All right, well, thank you all so much. I really appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Peace.